So Volkan, first of all, you made your UFC debut just a few months ago. A lot of fighters talk about having the UFC jitters, making that walk for the first time. What was the experience like for you?
I was focused on my fight. Since I got a cold, that was 2 weeks before the fight. I just, I didn't really realize something. I had another fight, I had a huge opportunity fighting the number 6 in the world. And that was it. I went there from that moment to the fight. It happened so fast. And everything happened so fast since that day, actually. But since that moment, everything happened so fast. I didn't think about too many things. I was just focused on winning the fight, and that's it.
So you're based in Switzerland. Do you train out of Switzerland as well, or where are you training out of?
Right now, I'm based in South Florida. I'm training with Combat Club with Henry Hooft and Greg Jones and all the team. So it's been a year and a half. I'm living here, but for sure I'm born and raised in Switzerland.
I always find it fascinating to speak to European fighters who have to, or they feel like they have to leave and go somewhere in America to get the proper and correct training with the facilities and the training partners. Is that what you had to do? You couldn't find maybe a European base to do it here?
Tough time, for a while, finding a good... The thing is, everything in America is more professional, fighting-wise, and, with the sport is a profession here. When you come in from my country, if you don't do hockey, ski or tennis, you don't have all the entourage or stuff like that, or recognition, or money, for sure. Money is the number one fuel for war, for sure. So if you go to that place in America and stuff like that, and you see even young people coming off college and stuff like that, those wrestlers, and they have this mentality of hard works and really they're strong-minded and stuff like that, and they give a lot of motivation during training. You just embrace it and you're going to train harder too. So of course it's better to be fighting there, and you don't spend that much money traveling everywhere to learn new stuff, because everybody's coming there. So it's a good base to be. It's a base to be.
There's a saying, out of the frying pan and into the fire. I don't know if you've heard this before, but you've made your UFC debut and your second fight is against Misha Cirkunov. A lot of hype behind him. He's on a fantastic win streak. A lot of people are looking at him as a potential big star and maybe a future champion in this particular division. So when you got the call from the matchmakers that, hey, we got Cirkunov for you, was it an instant yes? Or are you just looking at this as a big opportunity for you to fight somebody very highly ranked?
So I think for me, my first big opportunity was OSP. So Misha was just a continuity, For me, it's the same. Once I'm in the game, it's just going to go follow up, because I'm going for victory in victory in victory. So I'm not expecting to have somebody less ranked than what OSP was. So for me, that was something else. I want to go higher and higher in the ranks. So for me, it's the same. Misha is a good challenge. He's been winning his last 4 fights in UFC, all by way of finish, submission and TKO. So that's something good, but I'm here to stop his winning streak.
Well, speaking of that, how do you get it done? When you close your eyes and you envision the fight playing out in your head, how do you beat Misha Cirkunov on Sunday?
I'm going to knock him out in the first round. If he survives the first round, he's going to fall on the second.